a lot of people don't even want to come to Elkhart because of the name that people have given it. So we're gonna give it a new name.
What's the new name gonna be?
It'll still be Elkhart.
Oh. And now we have the intro. Product placement here. 4, 3, 2.
Trapped in the bunker, trapped in the bunker. I get trapper to signal like Sergeant, let me record, and I'll be trapped in the bunker until I'm ready for war. Okay, man.
I just brought it back to those temples and shrines, riddles in mind, ripples through time, pitiful past from living too fast, critical mass for critical time, slept in this bed but death was the remedy, guess it's the best when you rest in infinity, if that's the truth, I'm bending the loop and retracting the roof on that Q60 coupe, that's a convertible made by infinity, I like it plush so I pay for amenities, told her don't blush, her makeup was killing me, slow up don't rush, save your artillery, who are you shooting, your arrows are weak, bury your feet when the pharaoh comes speak. I'm hoping you know when to hold your opinion. Chapman shot Johnny for folding his linen. Icicles melt when the temperature spikes. Took a miniature bike on a bicycle hike. A lumberjack axe and a hunting backpack. And a tent made of cash cause I'm spending the night. Powerful thoughts from the stillness inside. Realness resides in our children disguised. Scared of the ground so they build in the skies. To tell you the truth.
Hey, this is your boy Trevor coming to you with a Bunker News update. I'm here with Alex Van Galder of Van Galder's Mural and his brand new super duper clutch hitting graphics team. I think I got that right. Did I get that right?
Sounded good. Yeah.
Okay, we got it right. If you don't remember, Van Galder and Van Galder's Murals were in a couple of months back. Alex Van Galder actually donates a lot of time to which center?
The Tolson Community Center. The
Tolson Community Center, where you work with children, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you and one of the other gentlemen that work with you here.
Dustin Terry.
Dustin Terry. So big shout out first and foremost to Dustin and Alex for doing something positive in the community and understanding that there is a place for everybody who is artistic to better the area. And that's important. The reason why I'm here today is you guys have a lot of new things going on. I've heard some whispers that your website is just about done and you're going to be debuting it here in the next couple of weeks. Is that right?
Next month, sir.
Okay, and what is it's vgmurals.com, correct?
Yes.
There you go. vgmurals.com. And you're going to actually be able to buy prints. Is that right?
Yes, you will be able to buy the original artwork, prints of the artwork, along with clothing and other goods.
So you have how many t-shirts right now? You've got 2 or something.
Yes, sir.
You've got that one, and then you've got this one here. I actually have one of these. You guys have probably seen it on the outside of the bunker, which is the, the side of League or Booth of Faith. There's a bunch of shirts. This is one of them that are there. This is the front, and this is the back. And how much do the t-shirts go for?
$20 a pop.
Okay, 20 bucks a pop for the t-shirt, and that in turn helps fund some of the things that you do.
Yes,
because
sir.
Paints and that you're doing over at the center, and you donate.
We actually fund the whole art program.
So
my company funds the whole art program.
That's right. So understand when you're buying a t-shirt, you're not so much as buying a t-shirt, but helping a kid maybe learn art instead of getting into trouble as a child. Maybe they fall in love with art and they end up having a really good life. So I think that's an important thing to stick with. But back to, let's digress and go back to the website. You said you're going to be able to purchase original artwork. You're going to be able to purchase also prints if you don't want to actually own the original piece of art, because that's probably more pricey.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're also going to be able to buy t-shirts and any clothing articles. See what happens? Even I get tongue-tied. What else are you going to be able to do with the website?
What we will be able to do is we will be able to advertise all my different designers' pieces, and we will also be able to...
The whole graphics team, basically.
Yes.
And you've got guys that specialize in sketching. You've got guys that specialize in painting. You've got people that specialize in tagging, which is part of what you do. You do a lot of tagging and stuff like that. And I've seen your work. We were just over at the gym with Thomas T.D. Davis, who's going to be representing Indiana, and also Team USA at the, I believe it's at the Worlds in South Africa. And you did a couple of the murals there at that gym. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Strength Haven.
Strength Haven Gyms, that's right. Okay. Also, you are getting ready to do a fundraiser, and I understand that it doesn't actually have a name at the moment, but I'm sure you're going to be making a formal announcement on Facebook as well as your website, right?
Yes, sir.
So you could go to vgmurals.com at some point and get that information, or people could contact you on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Last fall, we did a fundraiser for the Elkhart Art League. We donated, let's see, at least $800 in paint, and we raised $300 for the building itself.
Okay, so you raised money for paint, you raised money for the building, and then did the paint go to murals for that building?
Yes.
Is that how it worked out? So all in all, this was something you did for the community. I'm kind of hearing that ring true almost every time that I speak to you. It seems like you always have something going on in the community, and you had mentioned part of it is because you're a dad and you're trying to basically throw some positivity into the ether to try to change the area that you're in to make it a little bit more beautiful and a little bit more easy for the kids around in the Goshen area. And I find that respectable.
A lot of people don't even want to come to Elkhart because of the name that people have given it. So we're going to give it a new name.
What's the new name going to be?
It'll still be Elkhart.
Oh. And now we have the intro. Product placement here. 4, 3, 2. Ah! Yes, I'm flippin' silly. Let's talk a little bit, because there's been some other things that have changed. The graphics team that you've put together. I've seen some of the artwork, and there's somebody working on something right now that's got a skull in it. It looked really, really cool. What else do you bring to the table with that graphics team? I mean, I did hear something about you guys getting ready to paint a vehicle or something.
Yes, sir. We just did a project with a company that works with A&E, the TV channel.
Right, A&E, the TV channel. You see what happens when you put a little positivity into the ether? You're rewarded. It's really crazy the way that stuff works. And this is for A&E, so this is kind of a big thing. And you guys are doing what? You're painting like a sports car in the side of a van or something, right?
We're not really allowed to talk about that.
Okay, we're gonna scratch this. Just go ahead and bleep our words out. Let's move on to the next thing. What's the next thing?
What my graphics team has to bring to the table is a diversity in our artistic ability. I feel like not one piece of art ever has one opinion, so I definitely need a lot of assistance and opinions.
Makes sense. Now, what do you have coming up here in the short term? Any projects getting ready to do? I know you guys are actually, I'm going to go ahead and make a formal announcement. You guys are actually going to be doing some of the stuff at the bunker building when that finally falls through. Some themed stuff, Star Trek, Star Wars, X-Men, that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
So
the square footage on that was what, 5,000
Yeah, it's going to be like
feet?
5,000 square feet. I'm not really sure how much wall space we have, but there'll definitely be 3 rooms that you guys are going to be able to.
We're going to be covered in paint.
Yeah, you're going to be covered in paint, and I'm going to be videotaping it and hopefully not getting spray on the camera, because Josh would be quite upset with us. Take another step back. How long have you been doing this?
I started painting when I was 17 years old. I started painting illegally. I taught myself how to draw. I wasn't really good when I first started, but I just pursued and wrote my name on anything with a surface to capture that adrenaline rush.
And then that turned into, because you had kind of a promiscuous youth.
Yes, sir.
Which is one of the other reasons why you feel so responsible about helping change the perception of the city and area that you live in, which I also find commendable. And you've taken something that used to be considered a negative thing about you, and you've turned it into a positive thing with effort and trying to just be a good person, and that's also awesome.
Yes, sir. I've done a lot of work with Dave Pottinger. He does all the designing for the fountains and everything downtown Goshen, Indiana.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I helped him design the art walk wall over there by San Marcos.
Okay.
Off of Main Street in Goshen, downtown Goshen.
So you've done some stuff that's actually out and being seen on a regular basis.
Yes, sir.
So going back just a minute, the class that you teach, if somebody wanted to send their child to this, what would be the way that they would sign up for that?
They would sign up through the Tolson Center.
Okay.
I think it's like $10 a month or $10 a year. I'm not sure which.
Okay.
But
so there's a nominal fee.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And the classes are held every Tuesday from 4 to 5.
So Tuesdays 4 to 5, Tolson Center, and nominal fee. I do kind of want to get some of the team members in here and kind of interview them a little bit so people know. I would also like to put some of your artwork in this, if that would be okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sounds good. Let's. Do you have anything else? You got any shout outs you want to send?
Yeah. Shout out to Iron Lack Paint.
Iron Lack Paint is this your preferential?
Yes, sir. This
and
is.
You've even got a can warmer.
Yeah.
Is that so if you're outside in the wintertime, the can doesn't explode on you?
Yes, sir. Your fingertip will freeze to the tip of these cans because of the super freezing aerosol that shoots out. But
yeah, I don't want to have my fingers stuck to a can.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. So this just works just like a thing to keep your drink cold.
Yep. This right here stops it from going off in your box or person. Okay. And this is a tip.
The tip that stops it from going off in your box.
This is wonderful. A tip. Iron Lack provides you with interchangeable tips. You can purchase your paint through Van Galder Murals as well.
Okay, so if you're looking to get some, this is a special type of a paint then.
Yes, sir.
This
interior, exterior, high grade paint.
Okay, so see, I didn't even know that they had different types of paint and things like that. I thought you were just going and getting some Rust-Oleum.
No, sir. We use the highest grade paint available on the market.
Okay, and this is another thing you're going to be able to do through the website, right? Be able to get some paint.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well that's awesome. That kind of takes it out. And then how will the payment be done? Would that be PayPal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else that you want to talk about?
No, sir.
Okay. We'll be right back with the next person who is part of the graphics team, correct?
Yes, sir.
Just fill you with lies to tell a whole truth will reveal where you hide, and you would be known even after you died. Seen a Kodiak bear on the Zodiac map.
Hey, this is your boy Trevor here with Matt Dingus, who is the CFO of Van Galder Murals. CFO is Chief Financial Officer. You design T-shirts and do cartoon work. Is that right?
Yep.
That's awesome. Tell me a little bit. Tell me a little bit about what it's like to kind of do art for a living.
I just like making people smile. I do stuff at work, cartoons. They request stuff.
I've seen a Daffy Duck, and here in a little while you're going to draw a Yosemite Sam for us, right?
Yes, I can.
We're going to do it in fast play, so you don't have to, watch for. Probably take you what, 5 minutes? If that?
Probably like 2 minutes, man.
2 minutes. How long you been doing this for?
My grandpa actually showed me how to draw when I was probably about 4 or 5 . So
you've been doing this for life.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to. What I first started doing is I would buy transparent paper, and I was totally enamored with Spider-Man. And I started tracing Spider-Man, but within about a year, I could draw Spider-Man, without anything. I could just draw him. I probably couldn't do it now, but I know that drawing and art kept me out of a lot of trouble when I was a kid. So it seems like your grandpa probably taught you something that was worthwhile because you're still doing it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You're much older than 5 now.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how your day goes when you come in here. What would be a typical day for you?
I just come in, just grab some paper. I just start throwing out ideas, I sketch style, kind of.
Okay.
Just throw stuff around, man, until I come up with.
So do you do characters as well?
Yeah,
like cartoon
I can, yeah.
characters. See, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's always kind of cool. And then you did design the T-shirt that you have on, is that right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and what would it cost, like, for somebody to get a T-shirt designed from you?
$10-20, man.
Oh, that's nominal.
Yeah.
So anybody watching this, if you want to get a hold of Matt, you could hit him up at
just Van Galder Murals
or vgmurals.com, coming to a theater near you in 3D.
Yeah.
Me screaming, open your eyes. I am the son of a sun god, shining so bright you see photons in photo. Used to be sick, but I probably got better. Black frequencies on my Charlie Brown sweater. Life is a game with a hidden bouquet, petals and pixels.
Hey, this is your boy Trevor. I'm actually here talking to Evan, who is one of the graphic team designers here at Van Galder Murals. He's working on a couple of things, and you seem to be, your process is kind of sketching things, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And I can see that you definitely have a proclivity to doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because I'm looking at kind of like a hip-hopped out kind of gangsterish kind of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who seems to have a really big cross and chain. It looks really cool. How long have you been working on stuff like this?
You know, I've been a big Ninja Turtles fan since I was a little kid, and
Right.
been into drawing since I was a little kid, so I guess it started then and sort of evolved into a gangster at this point.
And how long have you been working with Van Galder Murals?
Just a couple months here now.
Okay.
Alex and I actually went to school together and just been reunited recently to try and combine our efforts. And
And you work on just different designs and things, and then I'm told that what happens is you kind of, I'm a recording engineer, so this to me would be analog, you know, because you're kind of doing everything the way that it used to be done, and then Alex takes your designs and then imports them into Photoshop and then digitalizes them.
yeah, he's a computer
Digitizes
expert.
them, I think. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a cool process. What are you working on currently? Are you working on some designs for T-shirts, or are you working on stuff for murals, or are you just kind of?
I'm just kind of getting in the groove of sketching right now, and then
Okay.
I'm probably going to start on a project for a mural we have coming up. This is just kind of something that's familiar to me, so it gets my hand flowing. And right now we're working on the St. James Boxing Club in Elkhart.
Okay, you guys are going to be doing a mural there.
Yeah, it's a pretty big size brick wall inside the club.
Okay, and what do you guys kind of have planned, or are you still working it out?
We're still working it out, but they want something with their logo and their motto, which is Home of Champions, I believe. And then they've got their own logo already, but we're kind of free to play with it and then add to that. So
It sounds good. So St. James Boxing Club, that's kind of one of the things that you're working on. It's really cool, all the stuff that's coming out of Van Galder Murals.
yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Pleasure talking to you. It was a great meeting you.
Likewise, thank you.
Encrypted Blu-ray, devils send missiles to whiz you away. If the medicine's real, it can heal you today. Seen a jettison jet in the middle of the day.
Here again at Van Galder Murals, interviewing DJ. DJ is currently working on some ideas for murals that are going to be at the bunker building. And he's working on X-Men stuff right now, I believe. Looks like we've got the Hulk and Spidey back there.
Yeah, I got a few other ones, like I got the Batman, the Robin,
Very cool.
and I also have Iron Man,
Oh, the Iron Man is very cool.
and Captain America.
Very, very cool. Very cool. Although I might ask you to replace that man's face with Walter West's face.
Oh, I don't know. No, can't even do it. No.
How long have you been doing this stuff?
I've been drawing pretty much on and off my whole life.
Okay.
I just pretty much got back into it with Alex when we were doing the stuff with the Tolson kids.
Right,
And,
at the Tolson Center. Because you actually are the co-director, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you donate time as well. Tuesdays, how many hours on Tuesdays do you donate?
Right now it's an hour, but
Okay.
we're trying to look to get more into the community and do more stuff.
But an hour a week, I mean, come on, man, that's 52 hours a year. That's a full-time week.
Well, like I
Or a
explained,
full-time job. That's a hefty thing, because if you consider, you know, most artists make pretty decent money. So if you're donating a week, that's a whole week's paycheck. That's more than most people donate to anything. So don't sell your hour a week short, because you are putting time in to help kids, and there is nothing better that you can do with your time than to teach children how to properly interact with one another. And not only that, but find something that they can get into that keeps them from, going into a life that maybe they don't need to. So that's super important, the work that you guys do. I think
that.
it is.
Appreciate it.
And you said you've been doing this on and off for years, pretty much your whole life.
Yeah.
What are you currently working on now besides the bunker thing? I understand that there might be another project that you're going to be working on, or working on exclusively. Is that right?
Also working on the St. James Boxing Club.
Okay.
Let me see what some of my other ones were. There was ones for maybe Heart's Desire. There's a South Bend Cubs one.
Okay.
There's just
So South Bend Cubs, boxing. It seems like you guys are kind of all around. It seems like Van Galder Murals is kind of a mainstay for murals, especially. Because I've been to 3 or 4 businesses now that have murals. You know, and then plus mine, which is going to be really cool. Star Trek, Star Wars, and X-Men themes in the bunker. It's going to be crazy.
That's the one I definitely volunteered for. That's my little
Yes.
forte there.
Yeah, I actually know the Berserker. I can do it.
Okay.
I just don't have the adamantium claws. Because if I had those, I'd be really tough then. Then I'd be like, ching, you're gonna change that Hulk face to Walter West.
I definitely have to do it then.
That's how that would work. Can you tell me a little bit about what do you specialize in when you draw? Is there a certain thing that you're good at? Like the gentleman we just talked to a minute ago, Matt. He kind of did one thing, and then we have another gentleman that kind of does sketching. Is there something that you specialize in? Any type of an art?
I'm more sketching,
Okay.
shading, coloring type stuff. I do a lot of fantasy and like sci-fi stuff. That's
Okay.
pretty much.
So anything
strong
that's
point.
kind of bookish. Okay, that's cool. I mean, there's obviously a niche for that because, I mean, we need it at the bunker, so I'm sure there are tons of other people. And we will be having some artwork here coming up in the program you'll be able to check out. So it was a pleasure meeting you, sir.
Yep.
And we'll be going over here and harassing the next person shortly. Meow.
Thomas Edison really was fate. He sold his soul for the shape of a light bulb. Nikola Tesla was really from space. I just brought it back to those temples and shrines. Riddles in mind, ripples through time. Pitiful past from living too fast. Critical mass for critical time. Slept in his bed, but death was the remedy. Guess it's the best when you rest in infinity. If that's the truth, I'm bending the loop and retract.
First of all, a snake would never be in a plane. Are you good?
Yeah, I do.
We're here at Van Galder Murals. We're talking with Miguel, and I don't want to slaughter your last name. How's it go?
DaCosta.
DaCosta. And you are part of the graphics design team, but you deal pretty much in the digital realm. You're kind of a Photoshop specialist, is that right?
Yep.
And I see, I'm looking at some graphics right now that you've worked on. It looks like this is a Little Dirk graphic.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty professional. Tell me a little bit, what got you interested into the art? How did you come about working here at Van Galder?
First of all, I started graphic design when I was around 17, just picking up basic tools on Photoshop. And ever since then, I've just been searching tutorials on YouTube. I got into...
So self-taught.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about a man that's self-educated, because you could say a lot of things about self-educated men, like for instance, you didn't pay for your education. However, the desire and drive that it takes to watch the YouTube videos and then figure the stuff out, it's a very self-satisfying and rewarding thing to do. I know a lot of things I've learned off of the YouTube, and it has come in handy, and I see you're doing quite well with it. What are you working on currently with Van Galder?
Currently, I'm working with like logo design types.
Okay.
I got one right here. Yeah, just different kind of sketches too. I think I have another one right here.
Okay, so different logos for VGM then.
Yep.
Okay, and how long have you been working with Alex?
I've been working with him since past month.
Okay, so you're one of the new people on the graphics
Yeah.
design team. Do you have a specialty besides Photoshop? Is there something that you do exceedingly well?
Other than all the art, I like to record and make beats.
Okay, so you do some stuff that I do. I don't make beats anymore, but I record a lot of stuff
Wow.
and mix a lot of stuff. Any shout outs you want to send, or what's the best way to get a hold of you? If somebody's trying to look for a design, just hit up VanGalderMurals.com, the VG.com.
Yeah.
I slaughtered the name there. What is it? VGM.com, right?
VGmurals.com,
VGmurals.
VanGalderMurals@gmail.com.
Okay.
So any work or anything that you need done, email VanGalderMurals@gmail.com.
So you hear that? Any work that you need done, just go ahead and email VanGalderMurals@gmail.com. I almost got through that without tripping over my big, huge, thick tongue.
Throbbing.
My throbbing big tongue.
That Q60 coupe, that's a convertible made by Infinity. I like it plush, so I pay for amenities. Told her don't blush, her makeup was killing me. Slow up, don't rush. Save your artillery, rumors and gossip and horrible things. I'll aim at your heart with a particle beam. Cardigan sweaters when autumn's the weather. Blood of a slave, heart of a king. Victims get polished when killers are lawless. When will a system acknowledge they caused it? Send them to school, hope they end up in college. Knowledge is free, still you live living in bondage. Niggas with chains and whips and chains. Somebody please wake me when slavery's abolished. Mothers and fathers buried in Egypt. Alkaline water, veggies and pita. Pyramid shapes in the sky of my mind. Higher than vertical spirals through time. Inside a circle, I circle the surface. The outer and inner can short all your circuits. Pop with the people who think with their heart. Smarter and sharper than teeth on a shark. Pardon the floss and I'm awkwardly awesome. My brother was buried and dropped in a coffin. I can still feel him, he's gone but he's here. My soul not so clear, I can talk to the dolphins. Memorable moments in Emerald City when the Wizard of Oz and Dorothy was talking. Just brought it back to those temples and shrines.